Well, hello, and welcome to Opal City Confidential, a Starman podcast. And this is Ross, your normal host for this, and I'm joined by Kirby because it's an 80-page giant, and it's going to take two of us to get through this quickly. We're going to try to do this quickly, because it could go on for hours and hours because it is 80 pages of fun. So we're covering Starman's 80-page giant. This is where it comes in the compendium, which it's weird. The app says it goes before issue 49 or after issue 49. No, it can't because he's leaving for space.
Yeah,
And
no, I
this
was gonna
has to
say,
happen. This is actually later than I think it should come.
yeah, because this one is happening to me I have the old six
When
hardbacks,
yeah.
and this one comes right after the Etrigan story, which I think you and Dave have covered, but not yet released.
Yeah, God, wait a minute. Am I? Yeah. But
Yeah.
because I had this one because wait a minute. Hold on. I need fuck. It's gonna make me get my compendium. Hold on, folks. Kirby Phil.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, folks. So hey, first off, if I am sounding a little echoey, like I said, I'm moving. Everything I is taken down out of my apartment, so I do apologize in advance for this. We're
I was trying not to
so
dig this damn thing out because I
yeah.
moved it. I put it on my compendium shelf, not on my Starman shelf. It's going to go back because I need the shelf. I need the space.
Oh man.
But this goes.
Yeah, like I said, it comes right after the Etrigan story for me in my omnibus collection. So I got imagine it's probably similar in the compendiums.
Oh, right, because I've got that one. I haven't done that one because I haven't done a non. Um, that's right. I haven't done a non Jack one in a while. So I want to put one in there. I've read something that may go in as a quickie by myself, but I may just go to Etrigan this week. Folks, I'm going to be doing some traveling for family stuff. And so I may take my computer with me and just record some solo stuff, but it's got to be only stuff I can get on the tablet because I'm not carrying an omnibus in the plane. I may take a paperback or two, maybe I take a DC Finest or something to
Yeah.
read on the plane. But yeah, it goes right after that one. So that's okay. They've been consistent with it. So this makes more sense because what's after
Then
that?
it's the
What's
one where
after
he
that?
goes to the JLA to try and get a rocket ship. I think that's the
Oh, yeah,
cover.
yeah, yeah. And wait, I love that one. I was talking to Dave. Me and Dave talked about it. And then it has the Mist. Does it have the Mist one shot from Girl
Yeah, then it's the
Frenzy?
missed one shot. Yep.
So they didn't change anything, did they? The mapping's exactly the same.
Yeah, I gotta imagine it is because
Yeah. So, but this is a fun one because you get a little bit of everybody. The only person they really miss is Prince Gavin.
but I mean that's kind of for story
And
reasons, so
Will,
it's
and Will. Will's
and
not in it either.
yep.
It's wow.
It's almost like they're foreshadowing something.
Oh yeah, don't blow your wad before you get to the end. I was thumbing to the end, or because I really don't read ahead. I was thumbing to the end. I got to the point where, at the end, where there's some more conversation after they get back to Earth about Will and Gavin, and I went, James, are you just going to make it? It's up to us, the audience, to decide who's who on that sucker. So, but we'll get to that because I also thumbed through and said, shit, he leaves for space now, and he's in space for years.
Yeah, it's like it's I think all of Omnibus 5 for me is him in
Yeah,
space.
I mean it's a good.
That's got to be like 2 years worth of
Yeah,
story.
easy, but it's good. I liked it. So he's called dibs on the space cabbie issues. I'm like fine with that.
Yep. I
Um,
like that. I like that issue a lot. But yeah,
yeah,
that's a good one.
I like that they bring all those people in. And when you also get to see everybody who stays behind for this fight to see, because now we're going to get up to Sue. When is Sue and Ralph coming soon?
Yeah, it's while they're in space. I want to say it's like within a year of them and being in space is when
Okay,
Ralph and Sue
it's a
and
good city
Black
for them to
Condor.
live in. I like them adding them to that. They could do Opal City. So, well, we should. Well, I did. I've caught up on my Scott Spurrier Flash, so I've read the one that Shades part of it, and Opal City is referenced quite a lot. And we may cover that one because it might be a good issue for when it's done, do it for this podcast because it has such a connection. It's more than I thought it was going to be. I was very happy. It was like, but
It's not just oh hey, I can play with this toy for a second. Nope,
no,
it's
I'm gonna honor everything that's been done and move it. It's kind of like they did in John's last Justice Society, where they say, "Yeah, Jack's around. He's staying home with his kid," and it's like, here, we're not gonna move away from that. It's all gonna happen, but you can play with the other toys in the toy box as long as you're respectful of it. And I think editorial, at some point the corporation is going to tell him fuck it, unless he's got it in writing.
I'm not sure about that, honestly.
Yeah, so yeah, they fuck with people all the time. And the new head of you can tell. But let's start with this one. There is almost no information on Mike's Amazing World except for publication date.
Yeah, it is pretty sparse.
It's nothing. I mean, there is no characters. No one's done this one. I think it's too late. I just think they've not gotten this far. And I don't know how much they're updating it under the new people taking the control over it.
Yeah, because Mike died what, a year or two ago?
2 years, maybe more.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's sad. It's a great site. I didn't start doing it until I heard other people using it, and when I started doing a comic book podcast. But it's great. So let's get started. Starman 80-page giant #1, cover date January 1999. Came out November 25th, 1998. Jesus, I'm old. I was in my 30s when this came out.
I was 8 years old.
Editor Peter Tomasi, who I'm now just reading his superhero comics.
Oh, so good.
I read the first arc in that Superman. It just makes me want young Jonathan Kent back again. It's just really singing to me. It's so good. It's so good.
That's an episode we need to do later down the line.
Yeah. Oh no, I was going to talk to you about that because that first arc is chef kiss. I've only got I just have so much to read and I've been popping around. So it's just crazy. And I didn't realize he was an editor that far back, but he's written so many comics that people love that I really am starting to check him out just based on word of mouth. And I'm enjoying it. But let's get started. This is like in the tradition of the old 80-page giant. You've got how many stories? Let's go to the table of contents because it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Seven counting the bookends.
Yeah, 7 counting both bookends as one.
Yeah. But it's not like because they have a Batman 80-page giant from the Silver Age on the app, but I almost read it this morning. I was like, no, you got to do some homework. You got to see it because it's on there, and that means if you're going to reprint it, that means there was never anything new in those. They were always reprints. So it's 80 pages of there'll be some good. I like Silver Age Batman giant typewriters and stuff. In small 80-page doses are glorious.
Yep.
Because there's certain Silver Age stuff that I want. Like, I'm really upset that the Superman, my first choice for the DC finest Superman would have been the one that goes over Adventure of Action 300. So it has Superman under a red sun.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That is my favorite single Silver Age Superman story of all time. It's just I love it. But this one is bookend. It's more modern setup where Jack's having, and it's got a through line we'll talk about the totem that runs throughout it, and it's got a lot of tryout artists. I really want to say, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it is structured that way. So let me ask you this, Kirby: do you have many 80-page giants, old silver? Have you gotten any in your collection?
I think I have a Superman one that you sent to me.
Okay.
I think that might be it.
Okay. See, I gave one up. I've got some more Silver Age to send you. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Until you move.
Please wait till I have.
I'm going to send you a big box, and you're going to go, fuck, I'm not going to make room in a shelf or in a box. But let's start with the cover. I love the cover. It's it's evocative of an 80-page giant, but it's very late 1990s. It's got Jack fighting, and then on the side it's got three little circles with Michael, the Shade, and Ted Knight, and then also starring Scalp Hunter. The last time I'm going to say that for this story.
Hmm.
The O'Dares and Bobo Benetti. It's really a who's who of the history of people who have been the heroes in Opal's past, and
Okay,
who
I
will
just
be
want
the
to.
and who and some of who will be there to be its protectors while Jack is gone. And I think that's exactly why this comic is set up this way. Don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. And real quick, I just gotta say, in my edition, all the three heads and all the other copy is not on there, so it just kind of looks like a kind of generic, but still well drawn version
Oh,
picture
wait
of
a minute. I'm
Jack.
not even looking at, what they do. Hold on, the compendium. Yeah, it's just Jack. I don't, that bugs me sometimes in
Yeah,
certain things. Can I have this, or at least, well, see, in both of these, it's on the backside, you get the credits.
right.
So, but I do like it. It's evocative. On the app, it is not like that. And it gives you a table of contents, which is nice. I'm discovering with omnis or trades that don't have table of contents or ticket, or they're normally the ones mapped so badly, and I think that's why they do it.
Yeah. Again, we talk about mapping a lot, and like that's why you need good mapping, and you've
Yeah,
got like DC Marvel. You guys have plenty of fans who have already done this heavy lifting for
I
you.
think.
Just listen to them.
Oh, I strongly believe that DC is really milking the Omni people, the collected YouTubes, because they're actually communicating with Omar now. So they
Oh,
used to
okay.
not. Yeah. So because Marvel does a great job, but DC is just doing it on steroids in so many different formats and throwing them the fuck out there. And they're like the JSA one blew my mind. It's like, oh shit, what did you go back and read my mind? Because I didn't know about this mini, but if I had this mini, that mini would go there and this goes that, and there it's perfectly mapped.
I just
Um,
wish the DC finest for the Legion just did exactly what I did a couple years ago when I was going through that Bronze Age read. But eh, I can't
oh,
let
is
my
it out
ego
of
get.
order? See how I
No,
mean,
no, it's not out of order. It's just they reprint like half, like the back third of the Silver Age omnibus, like that shit that you really hated.
oh, the action stuff.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible. And there's George Susskind, and I don't like it. That makes me sad. I love George Susskind, but I think he's got Vinny on him. I mean, it's really some lame ass inkers. But yeah, I like this one, and and I like the title of it. It's Celebration of the Heroic Legacy, and that the legacy is more than just Starman.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Opal City legacy in a lot of ways. Um, So the first story, it's Jack Knight Starman in Chain of Possession. So basically, Jack is brought in to work a crime. Some people are being murdered. There's a pattern to the murders, and Jack is going to protect somebody, Mr. Terrell, who think is the next victim. And it's like, no, he's the bad guy, and he has hired he's the employer of the new Ragdoll, and Ragdoll attacks with this piece of the totem, and then we jump to our first piece inside, which is Shade. What did you think of the introductory? Oh wait, but let's oh, I didn't give the product. I said all that, and I did
Yep. So the art is by John Lucas for the bookends of this.
mhm,
I okay. I want to give a lot of the positives. Then I have one negative. I want to say he does a
mhm.
really good job of filling the background with a lot of the knickknacks. Like there's a scene in Jack's bedroom after he bought the monster bus where you see those in his apartment. You see, Gumby and Pokey. Was that in the background and.
All the shit, all the stuff in his collection.
Yeah, there is one thing that I want to get your opinion on is Jack has clearly bought what is supposed to be like an old vintage Superman pinball machine, and I'm like, how does that pinball machine exist in this universe? If Jack's buying like an old
Yeah,
one.
who knows how long is Superman? It's 10, maybe it's only 10 years old,
All
but it'd
right,
be
fair.
too old. It shouldn't be. I like that. I like the big war bond sign. I like all the shit. He's got the little speedster car, drum. Oh, I thought that was a drum set. It's a fucking table with a lamp. Um, him and Sadie are very much in love, and I do like this era that he is. I do like that he gets his Iris, he gets his Sue,
Yep.
and if you bring him back, I would like it. I'm looking at Lucas. He did oh my God. He started with Barbie and Katie Keene. What is it?
Okay.
He did his first published comic, if I'm looking at Mike's, is Laugh 382 for Archie, a Katie Keene story. Then he did Barbie,
A lot of Barbie.
fuck ton of Barbie. Hey
Oh,
man.
okay. A lot of these might be the same. Oh, a lot of those are the same issue, but
Oh, I
different
got you. Yeah,
stories.
different stories because they're,
Uh, which
Then
is
he
fun.
did then the Starman the Mist #1, which is after this in that's the Girl Frenzy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's girlfriend. It's girl
Frenzy.
frenzy.
Desperado Epidemic #1. I don't even imagine what the
The
fuck
heck's
that is.
disavowed?
I think it's a war comic or something. But it's still Disney.
Huh.
But I mean not Disney, DC, but he did a bunch. He did Detective. Maybe these are fill-ins. Civil War, the frontline stuff, Exterminators. Oh my God, man.
Like definitely like the
Did
guy's
some
been working.
Deadpool. He did a little bit of everything, and he still I
Well,
think
2019 is the last thing I have of him where he did an issue of Ghost Rider, and that was a couple of years ago. So who
he did Love is Love SC, Legion of Superheroes, no title. I don't even know what the hell that is.
I'd have to go back, but I want to sidetrack. I
Oh,
just gotta say,
that's one of the Pride ones. It's one of the
oh,
Pride
okay.
ones. So there's a Legion story in there.
I, I just gotta say one thing, and I know this is still, it might be an inking. There is something about the faces in these that look a little weird, wonky to me. Everything else looks great, but the faces, like, what's a good, like, if you look at Ted's face, it just looks off. Or is that just me?
No, I think it's you. It's not you. It's it. It's sometimes the faces are off, and they're not consistent. Um, and yeah, I think it's like the one where he's in the lab and he's talking to his dad, and it's that full page right after he leave. The O'Dares have brought the case to him. But he looks like a little like Pee Wee. Paul Rubens in that one.
It kind of really does, yeah.
Yeah. There was a reel about Paul Rubens' appearance on Blacklist. He plays a great character. It's funny. He berates this woman about leaving her dog in the house alone, shitting. And he wears a really bad toupee. It's very funny. But yeah, I think you're right. I think some of it is it's so. I mean, this guy's done a lot of comics,
Oh yeah, so
but it's
it's
like he's going from Barbie, and this and the Mist one are his first
hero
DC
superhero.
superhero comics. So this isn't. I mean, it's good. I don't. I'm not bashing it. I like it. I really do like his ragdoll.
Oh, that ragdoll looks really good. Does look really good, and it is really disturbing. And I did check. This is not the ragdoll that appeared in Secret Six. This is like
Oh,
a one in between. I just kind of had to check that real
is
quick.
that the kid? Is that the other ragdoll? Isn't the ragdoll
Yeah, it's
between
like the
them?
grandson or grandson of the original. So
Okay. Well, that's okay because you'll never steal my heart. I love the ragdoll in Secret Six.
yes.
She could be, I'm gonna do a JSA lineup. You know,
Yep. So other than that, I think like I don't have too much more to say about this
yeah, it's
first
a
book.
framing
Look,
sequence.
it's
It's a
yeah.
pretty good framing sequence. You wouldn't need it. You don't really. I guess you don't really need it other than okay, that's where it begins and ends the thing. So the next one is a Shade and Scalp Hunter. This is a Brian Savage and Relative Loss. Um, I want to jump on this one. That I felt like I was reading a Gray Morrow Western. It
I
really, this artist, his name is Mayu.
Yeah, and he has not done nearly as much as I thought he did because I could have sworn he has done a lot more. And I really, really like the art he does here.
Mike Matthew, and he pencils and inks, which is good. Like he did. This is early on too for him. It's it's like 12. It's like 12 down. It's not even 10. It may be his 10th comic. But he did some Justice League International Quarterly. So you were being made to do a tryout, a showcase. Oh, DC Starman 44. Wait a minute. Oh, right. He did the Phantom Lady. Wow, that is way different than this. Wow. Oh, because it's got Wayne Van Gogh. Oh, it's very different because of the inks.
There you
That's
go.
neat. That's neat because this is great, and so is that. Um, wow,
Uh, okay,
that's amazing.
the one thing that consistently bugs me is this does not still read as Maryland to me in Opal
It's
City.
never right. It's fucking Louisiana,
I
man.
know it drives me nuts, and I'm sure if we were a Louisiana-based podcast, we would be complaining that doesn't feel like real Louisiana.
Well, I
But
don't
it's like
see.
this is not Eastern Seaboard stuff here,
I know,
guys.
and they don't have sheriffs. They wouldn't have sheriff at this point. Where is this? 1894. They'd have a
Yeah.
police force.
Yes.
Any
They have-
city on the Eastern Seaboard would have a police force. Well, some, like in Virginia, the counties have sheriff offices, and only the cities. Not well. It depends on if you want what you want, but it doesn't make sense. This is somewhere, you could put it in Alabama, which would be awful for them to live in Alabama. But it could be It could be like Shreveport, and add another one on that coastline.
So
Um,
I just will keep harping on this until I feel convinced otherwise.
yeah,
But again, I think the main story of this is really good, and one of the things I like is Robinson reminds us the Shade is a very dangerous person, where he just like has his shadows eat the two like gunslingers in the
yeah.
alleyway, which I loved.
Well, what I really like about this is Brian has come to his friend, and he about some information on this wealthy black man who may be involved in a crime,
Hmm.
and the Shade is hired to, like, no, I didn't do anything dirty. These guys did, and they need your help. And I love this. This is a Western scene that almost Tarantino could do, where he goes, look at, hey, on it's like the third page where these guys are, Shade has done the favor for the guy and gotten him, and all he wanted was information. He's
Hmm.
gotten it. And then these two guys, gunslingers, come up to Shade in an alley and goes, "Hey, Mister Licorice, you've been asking stuff." And Shade goes, "I presume you're referring to me. Well, with them long legs of yours and them black duds, what else he'd be talking? Even if there was anyone else about." And then the other bad guy goes, "You've been asking about some nigger boy." Sorry, folks. It's a historically
Just keep going
accurate
on.
word. This
Yep.
piece of shit would say it. All
Yeah.
right. And again, Tarantino. Seems you're might too keen on things black. And then I love Shade's response. My interests in peccadillos are and shall remain my own affair. And I'd advise you to pick a what? Did you just cuss me, you son of a bitch? No, let's pretend I did. The next page, they draw panel one, draws guns. Second one, he waves and you see scary faces. Panel three, he walks away and there are just skeletons in the alley.
Yep.
Does the Shade don't play? I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
You're going to draw on me. Your guns aren't going to do it. It's great. Uh, I love the scene.
Again, I was drawn into this whole story. The one thing I noticed, particularly on the next page, is how much is it Mayhew draws the Shade. He looks a lot like Jack in some of these, and
A little bit. I'm looking at it's page 15 of the comic, and he definitely, or at least in the app,
yeah.
um, where they've got. So I'm looking at the bad guy at the bottom, and I keep seeing Burl Ives.
Okay, I
I'm
can see
thinking
that.
more Big Daddy from Cat on the Hot Tin Roof, and not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because he
No, no,
was the first Big Daddy.
no, no, I can see it. I can absolutely see it.
Yeah, or Orson Welles with a goatee, but he's not cape fat. He hadn't gotten to cape level fat, as my brother Bill refer to it, where he had big hat and cape. We had this. I've said this before. Me and my brother Bill got into a who's fatter contest when I had a little more weight, and he came out Orson Welles fat, and he said I was Bill Conrad fat, which I found very offensive. No,
God.
that's awful. I would be allowed to sit on a horse. He was not allowed. And I do love Bill Cannon. Great voice, great radio voice. But But I like this. I like the whole thing with the statue. And this again, it's just a conversation. It's all in flashback because it's just their conversation. Um, and I do like the story that that the people come to the aid of Opal, like the deputy who I didn't realize that it was an O'Dare until I reread this. Deputy Connie O'Dare.
I know, who would one day be renowned. Remember, just one of the great policemen of the city, but today he was young, foolhardy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I really like the. It's a little thing, and obviously, if you're reading the 80-page giant, I gotta assume you're reading the ongoing.
Yeah,
So
it's one of those things that they make you buy. I liked when they did them. I think they should do them again. I think DC, you're doing the best job. You're doing really good. Why don't you do an event where it's all 80-page giants?
because
So
those will cost $10 a pop nowadays.
Jesus Christ. But that's how to plot, two comics or three
Yeah.
comics. This would be four comics now. Three, say three. But I like it. So he draws Brian Savage. I was trying to think, did he use somebody? I'm
Oh
seeing Lee
God.
Van Cleef a little bit.
There is it, especially when he's firing the gun. It is
Yeah,
straight out of the Good, Bad, and the Ugly. There, I mean
yeah,
the dress, 100%.
yeah. I think the the face is a little more. I don't know who it is.
It was driving me nuts. I can't. As soon as someone write into one of us, let us know who you think it is, because it's gonna be that's who it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
that
really
guy.
weird. But it's a great story, and and it's just I love these old the old. We're gonna have some more of these, but I do like the stories of Opal City back at the end of the West,
Hmm.
and it moving into the 20th century, not 21st, the 20th century. But it's a lot of fun. So we're up to story three. See, I told we're gonna do this pretty quick. Not that's not a bad thing. The next one is the Golden Age Starman in the Weak and the Strong. I'm gonna start with this one. I think this one is absolutely fucking beautiful.
I
It's
think
Steven Sadowski, who I love. I don't Tom Yun inks. I really liked it. What is your take on this one?
I really liked the art. I was not big on the story, honestly. I felt this was kind of the this was
Well,
the
this
one
is
that
not the greatest myth story ever.
no, and it's the one that I think read through the quickest, and unfortunately, I don't mean that in a great way. This one almost kind of feels like obligatory, if that makes any sense. But again,
Yeah,
the art phenomenal. Not
yeah.
nothing against the art. It just feels a little underwritten.
Well, you know what? I'm reading it. I read it, and it is not. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's the best story. The one thing I feel it is definitely put together like a Golden Age Starman story. There's a point where he's with Doris. He has to, make an excuse to leave. He gets in the costume. He battles the mist. It really feels like those repetitive, like it's the same plot. My wife just recorded some lines because we're going to do something special, and we're looking at the second mist story or the first mist story. It's the second mist, not second mist. But if this is the plot, this could have been done by Jack Burnley and Gardner Fox. So if that's what they were going for, I really liked it. I do think Sadowski does such a good job with Golden Age costumes. And I think there's this thing about his cape that I really like it when they make sure that it's clasped at the center and it's not sewn into the jacket. It's just hanging around his neck. And I think he captures that really well. And I think it really does have a Golden Age feel.
Okay, I guess from that perspective, I could see it, but again, it's generation. I'm not have not read Zero Golden Age. It's also my weakest area.
You wouldn't mind his Golden Age. It's so much better than some of the other stuff. And it's at least it's Jack Burnley art. It's really nice. And then when you get to Gershwin, it's very different and it's pretty, but the writing is still at times they're writing for children. And this is it's so basic. but I really enjoyed it for the art. It's good to see Ted, but we're gonna get the next one is I've already covered this one with Dave year at the very beginning, and we're gonna do the Starman, Bobo Benetti and the Starman of 1951 in The Getaway. Um, so the artist on this one is Wayne Van Grawbadger doing all of it.
And again, the art looks really good here. And first off, I love Bobo's narration throughout this whole
Oh
story. It's
God,
just
man.
like chef's kiss, perfect.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. I like Bobo as the main character. They're not going to give away who the Starman of the 51 is yet. He looks so cool in this.
My favorite thing is when Starman is flying here and his cape is out. It looks like a star, and I'm like, that is such a cool touch.
Oh yeah,
More
that's the way it was in the Silver Age thing. Yeah, he had a star
night.
cape and a ridge. I like it. I like he gets fucked up because he tries to his cape gets he tries to wrap his cape around Bobo and Bobo just slams on the fucking brakes. You fucking idiot. David. We all know who it is, people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I spoiled it back then. But yes, but I like that it's Bobo's story mainly, that Starman is just around it. And when Bobo at the end, he's trying to get away and he drives through Old Town and he goes on the road, he gets out of town, and he's on, of course, again, not Louisiana. Where is this cliff?
I know it's not
Not in
Louisiana.
Maryland, Don. This is what? Is this San Francisco now? Is this West Coast? Because that looks like fucking the Bay Bridge.
It absolutely, and it's like if that was the case, I would buy so much more of this. And I think the only reason it's East Coast is because Starman, as part of the JSA, they were all East Coast based, presumably for how close they were to DC.
Well, maybe he moved because remember in the Golden Age stuff, he was in Gotham.
Okay, yeah. So I got nothing because
I think they leave it like that and say he moved to Opal City before, right during the war, and to be on the West Coast, close to Manhattan Project. Ooh, that's a good retro. But it's a
yeah,
Bobo story. But Bobo goes rolling down in this car,
and
but he and
this is
Starman
one of
thinks
the
he's
best
dead.
car chases I've ever read in a comic.
It is
Just
really good because it's all about the car chase. It's not about the superhero.
mm-hmm.
Superhero doesn't get there until it's too late. Again, he looks cool when he's flying. It's a very 1950s red and orange. I just liked it a lot. I really liked it. I really liked it. I like that it's vague enough. And so, but when you read in the future who he is, when Jack finally finds out, it makes perfect sense. It really works. It's one of the best stories in it.
Yeah.
Um, so what's your feel on it?
Just kind of everything we've already said. I gotta imagine this was a lot of fun and hard to write because it's like he can't give Starman too much dialogue because that will probably ruin the mystery. But so that's why he has Boba, who is already just like a great character to really lead it. And
Okay, it's obligatory. I have to say this anytime we're talking about Bobo Benetti. I want a Bobo Benetti Steel Jack team up
ooh, yeah, I
because they would not like each other. They
knew
would not like each other.
that would be such. Kurt Busiek, James Robinson. I have no idea what your guys' relationship is. Make it happen.
Yeah, yeah, and let Brent draw it.
Oh, that just kind of went without saying in my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. So next up is the Little O'Dares and Patrolman Clarence in The Old Codger. This is I didn't realize this until I opened Mike's yesterday that this was Dusty Abel.
Okay.
I like
Uh,
Dusty Abel, but this is um I don't know how familiar you are with him. I'm
now, glancing at his Mike's credits, not very. I've definitely read stuff he has done, but not a lot.
He's okay. He's really good. He drew the Justice League Europe issue of
Oh, okay.
Starman. Um so that was good. Yeah, he does a lot. He had different styles. He really had different styles. He did
Because
DC 1 million Crisis One. Oh man, he did the hmm,
yeah, so like
DC.
here he's definitely doing like a Jack Kirby Kid Gang, which I am totally fine with
Yeah,
because
but it's more like a Saturday morning cartoon.
yeah, yes. Yeah, it is definitely a mixture of both of these because it's the inks are kind of very, I think, to your point, very heavily inked outlines on that. All the kids, especially, we're not worrying about like overly detailed hair or anything like that.
No, it looks it really there's a Charlie Brown feel to them a little bit. What
Mm-hmm.
if you made a Charlie Brown character a little more human?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I really dug it. It's got a nice story. You get to see Clarence and them as kids. Um,
I I like the fact that like Barry, who I guess in the present day is the lady killer, he was kind of the chubbiest of all of them.
yeah,
So for the most,
I like that touch. I was because he is the lady killer, isn't he?
yeah, and the the old
Mason is
co-
and Mason is running around in a kid's cop hat.
yeah, and his dad's old hat and all of that. I, the old codger, he looks like someone again, and it's driving me nuts. I'm like, is it Walter Matthau?
I'm
No.
thinking Harry Dean Stanton,
Okay, okay, I can see that.
especially on the page where he's scowling.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the little old lady's the bad guy.
I know, like that. That was a perfect, like, okay, that's the exact twist like a old like Newsboy Legion story would have, and
Yeah,
it's solved the exact same way, where
yeah.
Clarence just comes in and beats the crud out of these guys.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
like because Hope just takes a look at the old lady's nephew, and she's immediately able to figure out like, oh, if I just kind of age him up like 25 years, he looks like this guy in the newspaper who's part of the cardboard prison gang
Oh yeah,
or
I like
whatever
that
it's
name
called.
too. So I like when is their dad comes in.
Oh, I think it's just the oldest brother. Like,
It is the oldest brother because
yeah,
he
yeah,
is a
it's
lot
Clarence.
older. He's a lot older than them.
It's a they are a very Catholic family. Please don't
Yeah.
get offended.
Who's is the African American cop somebody or is just a show an
I think it's
African
just to show
American?
it's in the 70s.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
Uh,
Mod
but
Squad, I
it's
think, is 60s, so ignore that reference.
yeah. I like that he gives. That the deer notices the totem. So I like the totem. He's running through it.
But it's never
Uh,
like it's not even quite a MacGuffin in most of these. It's almost like like not an afterthought,
yeah,
but
it's a except most of the time someone dies by it for some reason.
yeah.
Um, so let's move on to the Michael one. Um, Mikaal Tomas, Starman in No Mercy. Let me get back to Mike's. I want to say that I'm glad there's a Michael story, but there's so much of this disc. I like parts of the story, but everything I've read, like even the more recent, like the appearance in the last Pride comic, which I
Hmm.
like, but there's such a heavy thing about the the era of gay culture he's in,
Hmm.
and American culture, the drug use, the promiscuity, all that. It's just, could we just show a story where he's heroic?
I think
Uh,
that's kind of where I don't know. Like I kind of I agree with you, but it's also one of those like because he's explicitly like gone like from he's active for this very brief time in the 70s and then gone for 25 years.
yeah,
It is one of those things where it's like where whenever he shows up in more modern times, it's not as tied
yeah.
to it. But Ross, you've got to stop bringing me on for every time there's a leather daddy.
It's weird, man. It's too much of it. I do like you get to see his history that he teamed up with Martian Manhunter, he teamed up with Green Lantern, that he
I
fought.
I,
What
I
the
want to
bad
see
guy
those
is so
stories.
terrible. What's his name? The Goner.
The oh God, I've read that first issue special, and it's like, man, he's not in that, but uh,
It's I mean, it's not terrible. It's Michael.
he's dating a woman who looks a lot like Cher to me.
Oh yeah, but and they're all junkies. They're
Oh,
all wasted.
yeah, oh God.
You see Michael doing lines.
Oh yeah, you see him doing. He's doing LSD.
Yeah, it's I mean, that was the culture then. Um, but
I
I
will
do
say,
like it, and I do like he's in the Hotel Vosburg. So, um, Folks, if you haven't, this is but this will come out after, well after, because the most recent Earth 2 podcast covers the first issue special. And Steve Higgins joins David to cover it, and it's a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. Because I've already covered it a couple of times, so it's just like I don't think I'm ever going to cover it again.
Yeah,
but I liked it. It was okay.
Really,
I mean, I did my kick is there's a letter. It's just I would like to see. I like that we're going to see Michael more heroic, and Michael's stable. He's got a partner, and so. But I really liked it. I really liked it overall. But the things I had above, it was okay.
I really
this is
do
the
like
one that this. I mean, this is my least favorite of all.
I can get that. I do really though like Michael's like white shirt and pants look to him. I think that does look pretty sharp.
Yeah, I do like that. Is kind of his default like costume, like in this issue. It's just the flared pants.
And that hit Cher or whatever that she got this because she slept with Matt O'Dare.
Oh yeah. My God.
Yeah, and that's how they link it with that. The totem was like, oh, she slept with him because, and she stole like all his cash out of his nightstand in the African totem. So it's like, okay, that's a good way to kind of mix these two, even though they don't say Matt O'Dare. It's like, as long as you're paying the barest minimum of attention, it's there.
Yeah.
And the narration all being jumbled because Michael's been stoned out of his mind.
Oh yeah. He's trying to remember stuff. Oh, the dealer gets killed
just
by having the totem thrown through the bag of pills, and
there is a trilogy of terror that has a totem that looks a lot like this, because that's what I was trying to think of a lot yesterday.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, trilogy of terror, by the way, really good. Again, anthology. The last one is written by Richard Matheson, and if it's written by Richard Matheson,
it's really, if you're a nerd for stop motion effects and like night gallery kind of stories, but even darker, it is a masterpiece of fucking. They showed it in DC like on Saturday mornings around 11, and then Channel 20 would show it late at night. It was weird. Like, why is this on during daylight hours? This is fucked up. But every kid wanted to see it because it was like the thing that's like, wow. The shit was on TV. It was like, for us, it was like, why is this on TV at all? Why are we allowed to watch this? But now we get back to, okay, of the framing parts, I think the back one the art is a little more consistent.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack does on the third, wait a minute, the fourth, okay. I like we just kind of jump back into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Ragdoll's about to kill Jack with the totem, but he breaks free. He zaps him. It's a great fight, and does he knock? Yeah, he knocks Ragdoll out the window, or is it the Ragdoll jump?
No, Ragdoll like tries to use the cosmic rod, but it backfires on him because like Jack can control it with his own thoughts.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of those like, what you need for a weapon like that if you're Jack or Ted. It's like you cannot let the bad guy just be able to do it willingly.
Oh no, it makes perfect sense. It does. I think it's great. I think the fight's great, and then Jack gets in the fight with the bad guy. So when he's on the page after where Jack's picking him by the shirt, and then you have the guy, he's got a pig face, but Jack looks like Tom Waits.
He really does, and that's where.
And I mean old Tom Waits. He doesn't look like 25-year-old Tom Waits. He looks like Tom Waits now.
Oh God!
In a movie, folks, I'm happy. Tom Waits is in a new Jim Jarmusch movie. I couldn't be happy. Because he always steals the show when he's in a Jarmusch movie. But I like this, and when you find out, it's a lot of there is a lot of exposition for the next page and a half.
It is, and it's one of those like, oh, there was actually I can't remember what instrument, but like there was a secret sixth member that we didn't know about up right up until this exact moment.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But I like that Ragdoll's going, I'm here to kill you because I want the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jack shows up and zaps him into the ocean. And then he's like, or they, yeah, one guy, both the bad guys. Oh no, it's just a ragdoll. Ragdoll ends up in the water, and Jack's a no, and he has to go save him.
Yep.
It didn't
Because
take Ralph Dibny to work out who killed the original ragdoll, even though Dad wouldn't have told me right out. Jerry Garrett is too much a Boy Scout. Alan Scott is too much the hero, and in fact, I think his powers wouldn't work if he had ever took if it ever took life because because of the thing would. But I do like this that he saves Ragdoll. And he ends up his last thing is I wonder if he'll let me sell the African statuette. Jack. The end.
yeah.
Okay. So this goes right into 50 in the what's next in
43 with
40. See, this makes no sense.
Okay, real quick on that last page, does it say Ralph Digby or Ralph Dibny? Because mine says Digby, and then like, come on, like.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice it is. I think it is well. Oh shit! It went all the way to the back. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, so it's
I'll go to the 80. I'll go into the actual physical book.
Yep, yeah.
It says Digby.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think that should be Dibny because Ralph at this has been a very public hero and detective. Unless there is a Ralph Digby that I don't know about. I think it's a mistake.
I think it's a mistake. I think that someone didn't know how to spell Ralph's last name.
Yeah.
Overall, this is a fun comic. It's a really fun comic. If these were fillers, you'd get an extra one. I always called them good bathroom comics. But you don't need to read this. But it does play into. It's really showing you other people that have protected the city. So I think that's the Robinson's take on being asked to do this. This wasn't planned. This was DB. You want to do, hey, we're doing an 80-page giant. You want to do one? Yeah, okay. We'll get another. And again, this is coming out when Robinson is reevaluating what he's doing and Tony's leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Does the book continue? And it does. I mean, folks, we're getting to this big ship, and it'll be months before you get to it. I've already covered the 3 times past with Dave. This one, and then I've got to do. He meets the Justice League, and then the girlfriends they missed, and then he goes to space, and we get a new artist, who I love. Who I absolutely have people go, well, he's not Tony. I'm glad they didn't pick someone who drew like Tony. That would have been a bad idea. I think he's such an underrated cartoonist. Peter Sned. I'm gonna learn how to pronounce it.
I know, but it's like he's doing great on Hornsby and Halo right now.
Yeah, God, it took me forever to realize it was him.
I know, right?
The art's so much more polished.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I love it. That is a cute little comic. And it's also a little darker than I thought it was going to be.
It's actually, yeah, it's honestly between that and Rockefellers, I way prefer Hornsby and Halo. Rockefellers,
yeah, I like Rockefellers.
It's starting to,
but it's a little too
slow.
Well, maybe it'll pick up. Maybe it'll be like Redcoat.
Yeah,
because I think Redcoat started slow. I think they wanted you to see eight. You wanted you to see 2 arcs before they really started to play with it. And how he becomes a hero. But I like the whole premise. I like that it's very cartoony. You're dealing with angels and devils. And Rockefellers it's the FF pastiche.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's the science heroes from the future. It's okay. I'm enjoying it more and more. I really this last arc. With the family member that they've disavowed or something in her eyeball. And now and I read the latest one a little bit before I watched Alien Earth and the eyeball creature in that. Folks, if you're not watching it, it's really good. It's slow. It's a slow burn though. You are watching. There are a lot of moving parts, and
Hmm.
it's very much it's not all about the monsters, it's about the real monsters.
Yep.
Yeah, the real monsters. I'm really the fucking boy genius. I'm gonna put his head in a wood chipper while he's alive. Start with his feet. Start with his feet. He needs his. He's so. And the guy Adrian Edmondson, who's playing the like head of security. I had to. I went to dinner with friends and see an old roommate of mine, Paul, in a play, and we're talking to my friend Maya's husband, ATN, and I was like, "Going, did you know that was the creepy head of security is Vivian from the Young Ones?" And he went, "What?" I said, "Yes, Adrian Edmondson," and that's not even the thing he's most famous for. He's done other stuff. There's that him and the other guy from Young Ones, Rick Mayall did one where they play awful roommates, and they did a stage show, and shit would just go wrong, and they would just go off and then blame each other in character. That yeah, we know we just screwed up our lines. Why don't we start it again, you idiot? Oh look, the props don't work. But it's really Alien Earth is really good. But there's a it's such a slow burn and it's so good. It probably will be my recommendation of this week. What I had, I'm just gonna make it. It's by the guy who does Fargo. It's an alien television show. It is not formatted like the movies. They got more monsters and on both sides. It fits into the patchwork that is the timeline pretty well.
Yeah, I
Pretty
have not
well. I
noticed
think it
anything
being two
weird with
years
it.
before the Nostromo incident
Hmm.
makes perfect sense.
Yep.
I like that we're seeing because I watch the Alien Predator movies. I will watch that first one on a rainy day, little with a buzz on.
Yeah,
It's people getting killed by the aliens. I mean, on certain the Reman I like Romulus is one. I like the characters, and then they all fucking get killed by the monster. Except
yep.
it's the formula. It's just do it interesting. I think Covenant works better because you get what David is doing and the main hero woman hero um is more they're witnessing the fucking destruction. It's like, no, you shouldn't have landed here. This is a fucking mistake. You people keep making these fucking mistakes. Don't trust the company. Really, don't trust. But we live in this world now. It's just so I think it's a little more prescient.
Yeah.
And that the boy genius is just an amoral piece of shit. And I'm only up to the point where Smiley's been sent on a mission, and I'm like going, and he's just being manipulative, and it's. I was bitching about one of the characters, and a friend of mine, oh no, wait till episode 5. You find
Oh,
out why he's that way. So I'm a little behind, and Leslie and me will probably maybe we'll watch it tonight before bed.
yep.
But it's good. So mine would be that. So let's jump back to this. What's your overall take on this one? I
I think
mean,
honestly, for an 80-page giant, this one works really well. Like none of the stories like dragged particularly for me. So it's like this is again, you said bathroom comic. I think that fits pretty well. It a lot of the art is pretty good. A lot of the art's very good.
yeah, it's a
It's a
try.
nice.
I mean, it's
It's a filler to be sure, but it's like it's a good filler.
yeah, it is. I don't think there's I've not gotten to a Starman comic, the Jack Starman, that I haven't liked. It's not, this isn't, I was glad it was coming and I remembered I liked it and I read it and I went, okay, and there's one you liked, I liked more than you did and
Hmm.
vice versa. So, and just, I think, what would you say was the best one for
Uh,
you?
I really like the Lil O'Dare one, honestly, more than any of them. Just because it
You
like
know
I
what? I'm not going to I think I'm going to agree with you because it's going to be that or the Western, but the Western is a little dry.
yeah.
I liked it because it very much was a murder mystery,
Hmm.
but it was also a Western and the shade is great in it. I wish there'd been more of Brian. I want to see him have an adventure with Brian. And you really don't. The last times passed with them, it's him. It's more what Brian's doing that makes him stop being a cop the last time he's appeared. And that's great. It's great. It's a great story, but it's not him and the Shade fighting bad guys together. I want to see that. I really want to see that. So, all right. So I've done my recommendation. So what would be your recommendation?
Okay, so mine's kind of a two-in-one recommendation. One, Billy D does a great podcast called Magazines and Monsters. He's been on the show many times. He's a great
Yeah,
host,
yeah.
great guest.
He lets me
Um,
come on and talk about 70s science fiction movies.
and he's going to let me come on to talk about Creepy from Worm Publishing. We'll be talking Creepy #1 later this month.
Cool. So
Not
you got that
sure.
in a collection? Do
I got
you?
that in the collection. Yep.
Okay.
So
So yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't never ask you how deep your love of horror comics is.
I am a guy who really does enjoy horror, especially anthology horror. I think Creepy does a really good job, especially early on, where it's all written by Archie Goodwin. You have some of the best names in comics of that era doing some of their honest best work, where it's like, wait, that's wow, that is amazing. That is that artist, and it's clearly them with a labor of love. So yeah, but both Magazines and Monsters and Creepy from Warren Publishing is gonna be my recommendation for this week.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I he sent me a couple creepies. Was it creepies? It wasn't creepies.
Could have been eerie. I don't have any
Here, yeah,
eerie.
because it had, he sent me one that had Quatermass. One had a Quatermass reference, and another thing I like. Oh, Don Heck, Don Heck
Oh,
horror. It's got some
okay.
Don Heck. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's a great article. Uh, um, but yeah, I like a good one. I mean, I think an Archie good one. Archie and Len. I think I'd read it.
Yeah, no, and as I'm reading some of the later ones now, it's like you get Jerry Conway writing a couple. You
Jesus,
get.
is there a thing he's not written in comics?
Has he ever written an Archie comic? Maybe.
Maybe. He'll write, man.
Yeah. No,
I want to know what residuals he's getting. I mean, he's living off of Law and Order, 25 years of it. So,
oh,
uh,
I consistently forget that he did that. Yeah,
no,
later on,
he
it's like
does it. He's still one of their script
still
He's a
okay.
script editor. Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's still involved. He's probably keeping shit in the head. We've done that one twice. You give it another 2 years. Because they get secular. I don't, I mean, it's Jesus Christ, man. My wife watches a religious, just especially special victims unit. Um, so there was one that had Susie Quartz, Annie Potts, Melissa Joan Hart, fucking somebody else. I was like, Jesus, are they all in this one? Um, so, but yeah, this is I look forward to that. I jump into Billy's because Billy's got such a large. There's so many episodes. Like I'll go on a binge for a few weeks, but I haven't listened to many podcasts because I'm not listening to them on the bus because that's my morning commute. Like I get up, I get dressed, I put my earbuds in after my shower, and I listen to podcasts. And I'll do like a history, like I've been doing The Rest is History or Empire or um, just to jump around. And I do jump into his because sometimes it's movies I've never heard of, and even though they're talking about, it, I mean, it's interesting.
Oh God, I found some treasures from some of his from
Yeah,
some of
I'm
his.
glad he let me in on like I'm drawing the string because that's one of
That
those movies
that
that
that's
what sucked is I didn't own a copy of it, and he goes, "You want to talk about it?" And I said, "Yeah, I do, but it's not available for free, and it's not. It was nowhere streaming, not even for cheap streaming where you could buy it
right.
to rent. So I bought the Blu-ray. Before I got to watch it on the Blu-ray, it is now free on Prime.
That's the way it
But
goes.
it is a movie I will watch again and again. I've probably seen it 20, 30 times. And I still think it's probably my favorite Michael Crichton adaptation. No doubt. It's the closest to the book. It is just as scary and terrifying because I read the book too, and the book fucking freaked me out. You know,
So when it comes to Crichton, I know this is a little bit of a tangent at the very end, but it's like, man, reading Jurassic Park the book reads more like the special features to the movie more than anything else to me.
does it? Does it?
It
It can
really
be dry.
does,
It can
and
be
it's like
dry.
it's very dry and it's more on the technical side, and it's like,
I
yeah,
tried to
no,
read Coma when I was a kid, and I couldn't. The movie's much better.
yeah,
I
and
think what he is because his stuff adapts well.
yeah,
I
like
mean, there
West.
was a while, The Sphere,
Hmm.
which I started to watch in the middle of the night, and you know what? Great, put me right to sleep. It's not that terrible. It's not that terrible. I mean,
But
I've seen worse. There's Outbreak.
oh God, Outbreak. But the original Westworld movie really good and entertaining.
have you seen Future World, the sequel
No, I've never seen the sequel.
with Peter Fonda? Yeah, they opened the park back up. What the fuck?
I don't
You hit
know.
a body count in the thousands. You're shut down. They're gonna bulldoze that shit and bury it.
I cite the 8 Jurassic Park sequels at this point.
I really have liked a lot of the recent ones for being chased by a dinosaur. The last one, the plane, the African American pilot, and um the sea. I like the rich people house where they let them loose. You people are fucking morons.
Yeah, you deserve to get eaten.
They deserve to get eaten. And then they go, okay, we're going to move on from them being in Arizona. We're going to have yet another island, yet another island. But I like, I've read it. So I had a buddy who Ken went. He said, no, it's pretty good. It's a good, you like the characters. You're sad when they get eaten, not munched on. And it's I watched the one where the third one. Is it the third one?
With William H. Macy?
No, the second one with Juliana Moore and
Oh,
Jeff
yeah,
Goldblum.
yeah.
That one, I like the hunters in that.
Uh,
I really like the hunters in that.
I also in that one I do like the fact that it's Roland and I can't remember. It's a reference to that Warren Zevon song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like okay, that's a nice little Easter egg.
Yeah. Well, I also like this. There's a scene on the camper truck hanging off the cliff. That's a really nice stunt and very long, and it works. Because the first one's bubblegum in a way compared to the rest of them in a way. I mean, any franchise is terrible. If it's rainy and gross, and when we're done recording this, I'm gonna have to go look at all my recordings that I haven't published and figure out when I'm publishing. I've been recording ahead, folks. It's just I have to do this every once in a while because there are days where I'm after work. I got to pay attention to my wife and other things. So I'd like to get a bunch in the can, and then I can just edit them all over a couple of weekends, and then I don't have to do anything for a couple of weeks. I will be editing. I think I'm going to record something today. So a quickie one to fill some gap, and then it'll be a lot of Starman coming out. All right. So, folks, as always, I appreciate you listening. Kirby, I appreciate you coming on and talking Starman. I have more ahead of you. I did a podcast with Dan Hollingsworth. He came on my Doctor Who podcast to cover Christopher Eccleston, Billy Piper audio for Big Finish, and I had a blast. And I found that his favorite comic is Starman, so he will be coming on soon. I think I have an issue or two so I'm looking forward to expanding and maybe get Melvin on, but I will be looking ahead, Kirby, once we get to space. You are a space fan. If I did guess when we do when he's on Ran, I will be bugging you.
Yep, and I can't remember if he goes. I think he does go to the Swamp Thing Earth or planet as well. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and check.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I don't know where it is in the arc.
Yeah, I don't either. But we've got time, especially as I'm not going to dig it out right now from the packet.
Oh no, it's a ways. It's a ways. I mean, it's Christmas, if that.
Yeah.
Because I've got the JLA, I've got the Mist.
Do you have some? I'm just gonna say, is the Hellboy one in the compendium?
It's exactly where it is in there. Where's that? That's next, isn't it?
No, this is the very end of volume 4, so it's a while.
I'd have to look. I don't know where it is. It's early on in the new compendium, but I think it's after the first space one.
Okay, so yeah.
I think, or right before. I'd have to pull it out, but yeah, you want to jump on board that one, you're welcome to, because it's so beautiful.
It's my
there's that image of Hellboy and the Justice Society that they've never done a crossover and let Manola draw it. It's just, come on, man. It's a no-brainer.
Come on.
Or get Fox to do it, or someone else. I have ordered my Sandman Mystery Theater Compendium too. I couldn't wait.
I
don't have the issue, so it's like, and I really need to. I might take if I go to Arizona this week, like I think I'm going to have to. I think I will take that as my plane reading. Is volume 1.
There you go. That'll
just get caught up. I've just read the first one and then the Hour Man one. But I just kind of want to plow through that. There's a lot of stuff coming out in compendium that I want. It's weird. I'm a more compendium guy, right? I'm looking more at certain compendiums. I'm waiting on my Byrne Wonder Woman to come in. I'm waiting on 3 4 in stock trades. They're getting bashed on Discord, on Reddit, and they don't need to be. They're just trying to deal with the way distribution is now and the tariffs and stuff like that. Leave them be. But like they were supposed to be sending me Tom King's volume 1 and 2 in the trades of Batman. They sent me 1, but on the invoice it said they were sending me the the Blue Beetle, which they haven't filled, and they're going to pay catch up. So I'm waiting on that. Hawkman, Superman, no kryptonite. But there's so much stuff coming out. It's just crazy. And next paycheck or 2 paychecks now, because I'm going to get that Hawkman by Johns and Morales. Is it Morales? Is it almost all Morales?
I think he does the majority of that run. Yeah.
Yeah. And now they just need to do the Hour Man by Morales omnibus.
That's do that as one compendium. It's not that long a series, unfortunately.
And I'll take it as whatever it comes out in first is the way I'm getting it. DC is just throwing shit out, and it's great.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. All right, folks. I will gab and gab and gab. But hey, thanks for listening. Please check out my Magazines and Monsters. I will be listening to whenever it drops. You haven't recorded yet, have you?
No.
He plays out way in advance.
He does.
I had one
which
that
I
recorded
appreciate
months ago, and I think there's still one more of mine that he hasn't posted. But that's cool. I don't blame him. Get him done, and then do other things. All right, folks. Be safe. Be smart. Please be kind to one another. We really need to. Why don't we all be kind of like the new Superman, be kind to everybody and not be fucking Lex Luthor? And read some comics. Read some Starman.